What's up, my friends? My name's Kendra with Ray Yoga, and today we have a yoga video for runners. So if you're somebody that runs a lot outside, or maybe you're taking your kilometers or miles onto the treadmill in the gym, chances are you're starting to feel stiff and sore if you're running a lot. So this video is great to do post-run consistently throughout the week so that you can continue your running. So whenever you're ready, hop onto your mat and let's get moving. Let's start on the hands and knees in the tabletop position. Allow the knees to be hip-width apart, comfortably stacked underneath the hips. Palms are stacked underneath the shoulders. Ground deeply into all 10 fingers, especially the pointer finger and the thumb. Notice the pelvis. See if you can allow the hips to be level. Find a neutral pelvis. Shoulders are soft, feeling the shoulder blades draw out and down the back. Back of the neck is nice and long, gaze looking down towards the floor. And as you start to feel your body and the foundation of this pose, begin to breathe deep and full. Take 3 full breaths. Next time you exhale, tuck the sit bones round your spine and move the chin down towards the chest. Inhale, let the sit bones rise, belly drops, chest and head lengthen forward. Exhale, rounding back. Inhale, lengthen. So keep going back and forth, follow your breath. Every time you exhale, rounding your spine. Every time you inhale, lengthening. Move slowly. And starting to find that connection with your breath and your movement. Pausing in a neutral spine. Go ahead and step the right foot forward in between the hands. Stack the right knee on top of the right ankle. Ground deeply into the foot. Inhale, carry the torso all the way up. Take the palms and ground them on top of the right thigh. Draw the navel in, nice long spine. If you feel like you need some support for that back knee, tuck the left toes. On your next inhalation, carry the arms up overhead. Leave space in between the arms and the ears, soften the shoulders. Exhale, curve the torso towards the right. Inhale, come back through center. Exhale, ground the hands onto the mat. Tuck the left toes if they're not already tucked. Inhale, lift the left knee off the mat. Find your balance. Feet are hip width apart, grounding deeply into both feet. Inhale, carry the torso all the way up. Keep bending into the right knee. Carry the arms up overhead. Exhale, twisting towards the right with the torso. Take the right fingertips on the back of the left thigh. Inhale, keep the left arm reaching up towards the ceiling. Keep bending deeply into the right knee. Pressing back through the left heel. Inhale back through center, right arm reaches up overhead to meet the left. Exhale, release the left heel onto the mat. Step the left foot closer towards the right, so your stance is a lot shorter now. Look down at your feet. The feet, like I said before, should be hip width apart, so the right foot is not directly in front of the left. This will help with balance, having the feet hip distance apart. Take the left foot and have it pointed in at a 45-degree angle. Right toes are pointing forward, right leg is now straight. Take the arms up overhead, lengthen, inhale. Exhale, hinging from the hips, take the torso over the right leg, releasing the hands either on the floor or on the front of the right shin or thigh, or you could even take your hands on some blocks if you have blocks. Find what feels right for you. Keeping the hips in line. If you're noticing that the left hip is kicking up towards the ceiling, then softly draw the right hip back, left hip slightly forward, squaring the hips. Maintain a nice long spine. Couple breaths here. Engage the core as you inhale, carry the torso all the way up. Interlace the fingers out behind you, arms are straight. Inhale, look up, open up the chest, move the arms away from the sacrum as best you can. If you can't move them at all, that's completely fine. Keep reaching the arms down. Exhale. Unclasp the hands, look down at the right foot, bend into the right knee, ground the hands onto the mat. Lift the left heel off the floor, step the left foot slightly back so you have a wider stance now. Ground the hands onto the mat. Step the right foot back to meet the left. Exhale, release the knees onto the mat, untuck your toes. Press the sit bones back towards the heels. Keep the arms lengthening forward. Forehead rests on the floor. Breathing deeply, feeling the open back body. Inhale, carry yourself back up onto the hands and knees. Step the left foot forward in between the hands. Grounding deeply into the left foot, stack the left knee on top of the left ankle. Finding your balance, gather your strength as you inhale, carry the torso all the way up. Taking the hands on top of the left thigh. Use the hands to elongate the spine, so pressing them deeply into the left thigh. Imagine that you're lifting up and out of the waist while grounding deeply into the foot. Inhale, carry the arms up overhead. Exhale, curve the torso towards the left. Inhale back through center. Exhale, ground the hands onto the mat. Tuck your right toes if they're not already tucked. Inhale, lift the right knee off of the mat. Good. Feet are hip width apart. Press back through the right heel. Keep grounding deeply into the left foot. Left knee is bent. Inhale, carry the torso up. Arms come back up overhead. Soften the shoulders. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, make a quarter turn towards the left with the torso. Release the left fingertips on the back of the right thigh. Inhale, keep the right arm moving up towards the ceiling, finding a nice gentle twist here. Keep bending into the left knee. Inhale, come back through center. Left arm goes up to meet the right. Exhale, release the right heel onto the mat. Step the right foot closer towards the left. Good. Feet are hip width apart still. Right foot is in at a 45-degree angle. Straighten the left leg. As you exhale, hinging from the hips, take the torso and lengthen it forward over the left leg. Release the arms wherever they fall. The fingertips might touch the ground, or you might have to grab onto some blocks or place the hands on the front of the left shin or the thigh. Feeling these stretch in the left calf, left hamstring. Take a couple deep, full breaths. Squaring the hips. Grounding into the feet, small core engagement here as you inhale, lengthen up into standing. Interlace the fingers out behind the back, arms are nice and long. Inhale, look up towards the ceiling, open up the chest. Maybe you move the arms away from the sacrum if you can. Keep the low rib cage drawing down, small core engagement here. Exhale, release the arms. Small bend in the left knee. Take the hands onto the mat. Step the right foot a little bit farther away from you. Ground the right toes onto the floor. Ground the palms. Step the left foot back to meet the right. Exhale, release the knees onto the mat. Untuck your toes. Take the knees as wide as your mat. Good. Look back at your legs and have the knees and the shin in one line, and then take the insides of your feet and ground them on the floor. So the insides of the feet are on the mat, the knees are nice and wide, knees and shin, ankle in one line. Come down onto your forearm. As you exhale, nice and slow, start to press the sit bones back towards the heels. Inhale, slowly come forward, bring the weight forward into the forearms. Exhale, slowly pressing the weight back towards the heels. Inhale, come forward with the weight into the forearms. Exhale, press the sit bones back towards the heels, and this time we'll stay here. Finding a position where you're breathing deep and full. Feeling sensation possibly in the groin, hips, And as we stay here, if you feel like you need to come out and take a little break, feel free to do so. This is a deep stretch, so make sure that you're listening to your body and you're not pushing past your edge of sensation. So you're feeling right where you start to feel the stretch, and you pause right there and continue to breathe. Focus on taking 2 more deep, full breaths. And as you inhale, slowly begin to bring the weight forward into the forearms. Ground the hands onto the mat. Carefully straighten the arms. Good. Take the big toes together out behind you if you can, and then take the knees back to hip width apart. Take a second here. Good. Move the legs out of the way, either moving them to the left or the right. It doesn't matter, just so you can sit down onto your glutes and slowly come onto your back. When you get there, hug your knees in towards the chest. Exhale, release the feet, grounding them onto the mat. Knees are bent. Take the right ankle on top of the left thigh. Flex the right foot. Right knee is opening up towards the right. Good. Inhale, lift the left foot off the mat. Clasp the hands behind the left thigh. As you exhale, use the hands to help gently draw the legs towards the torso. Pausing when you start to feel a stretch. Using the right elbow to gently open up the right knee towards the right. Exhale, slowly release. Ground the left foot onto the mat. Uncross the right leg from the left. Open up the feet wider than hip width apart and release the knees down towards the left and then the right, back and forth. A couple times before we go to the opposite side. Pausing at center, take the feet back to hip width apart. Cross the left ankle on top of the right thigh. Left foot is flexed. Knee is opening up towards the left. Maybe you stay right here if this is enough for you. Stay right here. Listen to your body. Or if you'd like to go a little bit farther, inhale, lift the right foot off the mat. Clasp the hands behind the right thigh. And as you exhale, draw the legs towards the torso. Exhale, release the right foot onto the mat. Uncross the left leg from the right. Take the soles of the feet together, knees open up wide. You can take some blocks on the outsides of the thighs if you'd like some extra support. If you don't have any blocks, you could always use pillows or blankets. Arms lengthening down towards your torso. Turn the palms to face the ceiling. Close the eyes here or soften the gaze. Breathing deeply. Place the hands on the outsides of the thighs. Help guide the knees back together, grounding the feet onto the mat. Feel free to take as much time as you need here lying on your back in Shavasana. I really appreciate you joining me today, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you.